children, I'm back again with English recorded class, and this is my Manna, your English teacher. Children, I'm very happy that most of you have attended your test, and this test you all have really scored well except for few of the students. Congratulations Sandhya of 7th A for scoring 15 out of 15. I'm really impressed. But there are few children who have attempted the test twice, which is unacceptable. It's very clearly mentioned that only one attempt per child is allowed, which means that once you got your marks, you should have been happy with whatever marks you got and not try and redo the test again, which is incorrect, isn't it? So what I have done is I've taken the first attempt mark for consideration, not the other attempts. Children, be true to yourself. Never mind if you're scoring less, try and score better in the next test. Do not reattempt when you're not supposed to. Alright? Next time, if I find children attempting more than once, your marks are invalid. You will get a 0. Is that clear? And very good. Chiroshmita, Venkateshwar, Agna and Samuel for scoring 14. Good. Next time try and get 15, and I want most of you all putting that little extra effort to score well. Please see that you all take up your studies seriously, children. Alright, so let's get started for today's session then. What is this now? I work, I am working, I have worked, I have been working. So when you all see some slide like this, you all should be sure that this is related to today's topic. Yes, wait and watch. Today's content is as follows. Now, we all know that there are 3 types of tenses, which is the present, the past and the future. Now if we take the present tense, now this present tense is also divided into 4 forms, which is present indefinite or simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. So today we are only taking up the present tense, and in present tense we will learn only 2 forms for today, otherwise it will be very confusing if I teach the whole of the present tense form. Alright, so for today we will learn only simple present tense and present continuous tense. Alright, then of course comes my time to ask you all questions. Then we will summarize all what we have done, and then of course I will let you know what to do for your homework. Are we ready to get started then? We all know the 3 forms of tenses, which are present, past and the future tense. What is present tense? This is a brush up for all those who have forgotten what tenses are. Present tense expresses an unchanging, repeated or reoccurring action or situation that exists only now. It can also represent a widespread truth. Past tense expresses an action or situation that was started and finished in the past. And the future tense expresses an action or situation that will occur in the future. In simple words, present tense is something that is happening now, past tense is something that has already happened, and future tense something that will happen in the future. Now, these tenses, all these three tenses, is again divided into four forms. Now, we'll just take the present tense. It is divided into four forms, which is simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So let's look at the first one, which is simple present tense. What is simple present tense? We use the simple present tense when we want to talk or write habits, routines, when the action is in the present tense. Not only that, we use simple present tense to express facts, general statements of truth, and common sense ideas that everybody knows, to state habits, customs, and events that happen periodically, to describe future plans and events, to tell jokes, stories, and relate sporting events in real time. Now let's see what these are. Now, the first one, if you are talking about to express habits, what does it mean? It means that simple present tense expresses a habitual action or something that happens repeatedly. For example, I always drink coffee at work. She gets up at 7 a.m. every day. They usually eat dinner at home. Hope you all are clear what habitual action is. Let's look at the second one. What is it? It represents something which is true, which is, it tells about something which is the truth, general truth for that matter. For example, he works on Wall Street. She is 60 years old. We live in New York. So it is either telling someone's age or where he or she lives and where he or she works. Now let's look at some general facts and truth. Now what are these general facts and truths? Now this is something related that cannot be changed. For example, the earth is not flat. The sun rises in the east. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Can we change this? We can't, right? So these are examples for general facts and truths. And now, there are certain things that expresses a planned future action. For example, my train arrives tomorrow. We fly to Paris on Monday. Classes begin next week. Hope you all are very clear, children, what simple present tense is all about and where and how we can use simple present tense. Is that clear? Let's move on to the next slide then. Children, here are few sentence structures for you. Now we have a sentence in the positive way. We'll see how to convert that into a negative sentence and then to an interrogative sentence. Let's look at the first one. I run fast. If you are putting it in the negative way, it is I don't run fast. And if you are asking a question or if you are changing it to an interrogative sentence, becomes, do I run fast? Let's look at the second one. You run fast. You don't run fast. Do you run fast? He runs fast. He doesn't run fast. Does he run fast? She runs fast. She doesn't run fast. Does she run fast? It runs fast. It doesn't run fast. Does it run fast? They run fast. They don't run fast. Do they run fast? We run fast. We don't run fast. Do we run fast? Children, hope these sentence structures are very clear and it helps you how to change a positive sentence into a negative sentence or into an interrogative sentence. And a very important thing that you should remember is we use first form of verb, which is called we1, with I, we, you, they, and also plural nouns. And we add a s or a es to the v1 with he, she, it, and singular nouns. Now you all will be thinking, what is v1? What is man talking about v1? What is verb v1? You all don't know? Let's look at the next slide for it. There are three different forms of verbs, which is v1, v2, v3. We use the v1, which is the v1 verb for present tense, v2 is the past tense, and v3 is the past participle. So, for the present, we use the verb kill, and if you are using kill in past tense, it becomes killed, and the past particle also is killed. So, in short forms, when we are using these present, past, and the future, we use verbs v1, v2, v3. Hope you all it's very clear. You all understood? What does v1, v2, and v3 stand for? Let's see what present continuous tense is. Present continuous tense is used to express actions that you are doing in this moment. To form these tense, you need to add ing to the verbs. Now, when do we use present continuous tense? We use present continuous tense for actions that are happening now or currently. For example, she is cooking in the kitchen, or I'm reading a novel. We can also use for actions that are temporary, not permanent. For example, they are staying in London for a few days, or we are learning dancing in a school. And the third one is for definite future plans. I'm going hiking tomorrow. What does hiking mean? Hiking is a long walk in the nature. We are having chemistry lab this afternoon. So something which talks about future plan. Alright? Hope you all are very clear of what present continuous tense is and when to use them. Let's look at the next slide then. We did see some sentence structure for simple present tense, isn't it? In the same way, for present continuous tense also, these sentence structures are important. It tells you how to change a positive sentence to a negative or to a question. Alright, so let's look at a few examples. I am starting If you are putting it in the negative way, it can either be I am not starting or I am not starting. If you are putting it in the form of a question, am I starting? You are starting. You aren't starting. Are you starting? He is starting. He isn't starting. Is he starting? She is starting. She isn't starting. Is she starting? It is starting. It isn't starting. Is it starting? We are starting. We aren't starting. Are we starting? You are starting. You aren't starting. Are you starting? They are starting. They aren't starting. Are they starting? So these are the different forms of sentence structure, and how to convert them is given in this example. I know it sounds funny, children, but this is just an example for you all to learn. And there is something wrong in this slide. Let me see who will find out where the mistake is. And those who message me and let me know what the mistake is in this slide will really appreciate it in the group. Alright, so let's look at the next slide. Oh my god, it's question time, which means that we have completed simple present tense and present continuous tense. So I'm ready to ask you all questions. Are you all ready? The first question is, tenses are divided into three main forms. What are they? I repeat, tenses are divided into three main forms. What are they? Then, what are the four different forms of present tense? What are the four different forms of present tense? Name the two tenses that you learned today with an example for each. Name the two tenses that you learned today with an example of each. And now I want you to change the sentence into negative and an interrogative sentence. The teacher teaches in the class. The teacher teaches in the class. Now for this positive sentence, you have to change it into negative and also an interrogative sentence. Hope it's very clear, children. Done. Let's quickly summarize all what we have learned. Yeah? Now we learned there are three main forms of tenses, which is the present tense, the past tense and the future tense. Now all these three, the present, past and the future, are further divided into four forms. If we take the present tense, okay, it is divided into four forms, which is simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. And we also did learn about simple present tense and present continuous tense. What is simple present tense? Simple present tense tells us that an action is done at the present time, but it does not tell us about any definite time. Alright? And it does not show any completeness of the action. And we also learned present continuous tense. Now what is present continuous tense? The present continuous tense describes an action that is happening at the time of speaking and it is not yet completed, which means it is continuing. Alright, and we also learned few sentence structures, like how to change a positive sentence into a negative and to an interrogative sentence. Correct, children? Did we learn all this? Hope you all have understood and you all are very clear what was taught today with the examples that I have given. Yes? If you have any doubts, you all should know what you all have to do. Message me or call me, and do not get scared to call me, children. I hear parents telling, ma'am, he's got a doubt, he or she's got a doubt, but they are scared to ask you. No, you don't have to be scared. If you have a doubt, please call and ask me. I will be more than happy to explain it to you again. Alright? And now comes your assignment slide, which is your homework. Children, since I haven't completed one chapter yet, okay, I am not giving definitions for your classwork. You will only have homework in today's session. So I want you all to complete the activity on page 69, 70, 71, 72, 76, 77 and 78 in the reader. Oh my God, y'all are thinking it's too much. No, children. These are only small exercises which I think you all will finish it in a day itself. And you have plenty of time to do. Is that not correct? Yes, I know you all can do it. So once again I am repeating, complete the activity on page 69, 70, 71, 72, 76, 77 and 78 in the reader itself. And if you all don't understand anything, please feel free to call me. I will be more than happy to assist you all. And don't worry, children, even if your answers are not correct, don't worry, I will be sharing the answers in the next class. Alright? And I have a surprise for you all in the next slide. Here it is. May every day of the new year glow with good cheer and happiness for you and your family. Children, wishing you and your family a very happy new year from my end. Hope you all will be good and enjoy your new year until we meet in the next class. This is Ma'am Anna signing off. Take care, and once again wishing you and your family a happy new year. Take care.